Truckers, you're not going to believe this one. 3 states, California, New Mexico, and Washington, are flat out refusing to follow the federal rule that says truck drivers must speak English. Yeah, you heard that right. The feds call it the ELP rule, English Language Proficiency. Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy just gave those states 30 days to shape up or lose millions in safety money. We just did an updated info video on the Florida crash, and I will leave a link at the end of this video for it. Illegal immigrant driver, 2 CDLs, couldn't speak English, made an illegal U-turn, 3 dead. This video you are now watching, this is the next chapter of that story.
So buckle up, folks, because this ain't just about politics, it's about life and death on the highway. Let's keep it simple. The rule says every truck driver has to read road signs, talk to cops, fill out reports, and answer questions in English. That's it. Not a college essay, just basic English.
Exactly. FMCSA put it in writing back in May. Then on June 25th, CVSA made it clear. If a driver can't show basic English skills, they can be put out of service right there at roadside. End of story.
But those 3 states, they're barely enforcing it. California ran 34,000 inspections and only wrote up and parked 1 driver for failing the English proficiency test. State of Washington did 6,000 DOT checks, only 4 drivers put out of service. New Mexico, 0. And sometimes they didn't even honor the out-of-service orders put in place from other states.
That's kind of like having a law against bank robbery, but never charging the bank robber once you catch him. Ah, wait. That's already happening with that stupid no-cash bail setup, isn't it? But that is exactly what's going on across the United States. Ever wonder what the hell a sanctuary state or sanctuary city is? Let this sink in. There is no official designation of a sanctuary state, or sanctuary anything in legal terms in the U.S. The term was made up by those wishing to harbor the illegal immigrants that flooded into the United States, and it is a term first coined and used by various leftist organizations. The term sanctuary is used to describe states, cities, or locales that have enacted policies meant to limit cooperation with federal immigration enforcement. In other words, they have enacted policies to protect illegal and undocumented immigrants. States often cited for having sanctuary policies or laws include California, Illinois, Washington, Colorado, and Oregon, while other states like Texas and Florida have enacted laws to mandate cooperation with federal authorities. It makes no damn sense to me. It's like these politicians want high crime rates in our cities and want foreign truck drivers that can't read road signs or speak English. Now remember the Florida crash we covered last week? Driver's name, Harjinder Singh. Had CDLs from California and Washington. Couldn't read English road signs, failed his test after the wreck, only got 2 out of 12 questions right. 3 people died on that highway.
And that's the reason Duffy cracked down. DOT looked at Singh's case as well as the many other accidents involving illegal immigrant truck drivers and said, this is exactly why we need English proficiency enforced. How many more need to die before those shady politicians open their eyes to reality?
And here's what makes me mad. This illegal immigrant driver Singh in the Florida crash should have never had a CDL to begin with. If California or Washington had simply followed FMCSA federal law and not issued him a CDL, those 3 innocent lives Singh took in Florida could have been spared. That's why drivers and families are upset.
Good point, Jim. Out here, the road don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat. But it sure cares if you can't read the signs for bridge out ahead, low underpass, or stop traffic ahead. I can't understand the way some people think. Did you see in the news that someone started a petition to show leniency to Singh? This petition has more than 2 million signatures, and it urges Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to consider fair sentencing and leniency for Singh. The governor's office in response said no deal. In Florida, criminal actions have consequences. Late last week, the State Department said it is pausing issuing work visas to foreign drivers looking to become commercial truck drivers. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration also launched an investigation into the Florida crash. The petition requests Singh be eligible for parole and go through restorative justice, counseling, or community service if convicted. It's an ask that sparked controversy, nationwide and locally. Former Palm Beach County State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg believes the petition has no merit. Prosecutors and judges are not swayed by petitions, he said. Hard to understand the mindset on some people. This guy, Singh, snuck into the U.S. illegally, then somehow illegally got 2 CDLs from 2 different states, then killed 3 American citizens. Please tell me what leniency this guy should get. I just don't understand some people. Anyway, are you wondering what some industry heads are saying? OOIDA's Todd Spencer says basic English is non-negotiable. Truckers need it for safety. ATA's Chris Spear agrees, told Reuters every driver must read road signs and talk to law enforcement. Even FreightWaves and Trucking Dive pointed out this could tighten capacity. Safety comes first.
That's the key, Bernie. OOIDA, ATA, even CVSA, they're all on board with the feds about this English proficiency. The only folks resisting are these 3 states.
All right, Jim, why are California, New Mexico, and Washington pushing back?
3 reasons. Politics. Their reasoning is they simply don't like the feds telling them what to do, whether it's a federally mandated guideline or not. Money. CDL schools rake in cash training foreign drivers, and a lot of that money flows to the Democrat politicians in those states in the form of political donations. Labor supply. These states are saying that if they enforce the English proficiency mandate, they'll have fewer drivers. I guess that means to hell with safety and how many people gets killed. But none of those reasons are worth a single life lost on the highway. Duffy gave them 30 days. If they don't comply, DOT can cut their funding. We're talking about $50 million. They can also preempt state laws that conflict with federal trucking rules. And while it's unlikely lawmakers get criminal charges, civil penalties and funding cuts are real, and they're coming.
Bottom line, if these states keep ignoring federal law, their checkbook's gonna feel it.
Now, drivers, here's your takeaway. No matter what your home state says, if you're crossing state lines, the English proficiency rule is federal law. That means you can be stopped anywhere, Florida, Texas, Ohio, and put out of service if you can't pass an English check.
So don't think politics will protect you at the scale house. Learn the basics, know your signs, be able to answer the officer's questions. That's how you stay safe and keep rolling.
3 states playing politics with safety. The feds say enough. This story connects right back to the Florida crash we just covered and shows why the English proficiency mandate matters. Stay sharp out there on the road, drivers. Don't let the politics turn you into another headline.
Bottom line, if the federal government wants to fix the problem, they need to close the CDL loopholes. States must sync databases so everyone has the same updated information. Require real English proficiency and sign tests at every weigh station. And hold companies, shippers, and brokers accountable with huge fines each and every time a tragedy happens, and they are found responsible for allowing it to happen by not strictly enforcing the rules. Because until the whole chain is fixed, we're going to keep seeing tragedies like what happened in Florida. If you've seen or heard about an incident involving an illegal immigrant driver, leave us a comment and tell us about it. Subscribe for more trucking truth, and together we'll keep hammering this issue till somebody listens.
We are trying to grow this channel to help truck drivers along with educating the general public. You can help us out by smashing that like button and the notification bell. Remember to subscribe and share this with another driver. Protect your load, protect your rig, and protect yourself.
Leave us a comment below with your thoughts and ideas. If it's a good idea, we will share it with everyone. Well, my friends, stay safe and stay loaded out there. Catch you on the rebound. Remember to keep that left door closed and your hands on the wheel.